This photograph was taken sometime in the early 1930s. It shows a man standing in the snow, wearing heavy winter clothing. His face is partially obscured. The image is grainy, damaged by time. Dust and scratches cover the surface, as if the photograph itself is trying to forget him. We do not know his real name. There are no confirmed records of his birth. No family photographs. No childhood memories. No grave marked with his name. History remembers him only by a title that was given later, the Mad Trapper. The land where he appeared was northern Canada, a place defined not by people, but by distance. Vast frozen rivers, endless snow fields, small wooden cabins scattered far apart, barely visible against the white. In the early 20th century, this land did not forgive mistakes. Winters were brutal. Isolation was constant. Survival depended on knowing when to speak and when to disappear. Photographs from that time show empty landscapes, trees without leaves, frozen rivers that look endless, men reduced to silhouettes against the snow. Somewhere in those images, the man lived. He occupied a small cabin near Rat River. Locals noticed him only because he refused to be noticed. He spoke little, he avoided towns, he traded rarely. He did not behave like other trappers. In the photographs of the region, he never stands in the center. He is always distant, at the edge of the frame, a shape rather than a presence. And then, something changed. Police attempted to contact him after reports of unusual behavior. Traps were being tampered with. He was accused, but refused to cooperate. When officers approached his small, fortified cabin, they were met with gunfire. An officer was wounded. The trapper slipped away into the wilderness, vanishing into the snow. What followed became one of the largest and most desperate manhunts in Canadian history. And what remains of it are photographs, images of police officers standing shoulder to shoulder in heavy coats, dogs pulling sleds through white emptiness, men staring into distances that seem too large to measure. The photographs show exhaustion, cold, silence. The man was always ahead. He built snow forts and ambushed his pursuers. He traveled at night, in conditions that should have been impossible. Footprints appeared and disappeared. Camps were found abandoned. Supplies were missing, yet no trail was clear enough to follow. Some officers later said it felt like chasing a ghost. In the still images, the land looks untouched, as if it refused to acknowledge the pursuit. Snow smooths everything. Memory erases direction. As the weeks turned into a month, the legend of the Mad Trapper grew. He was more than a man, he was a phantom of the North. Some believed he had supernatural endurance. Others believed the land itself was protecting him. He survived storms that should have killed him. He moved faster than trained men. He left almost nothing behind. The photographs do not explain how. They only show men growing smaller against the landscape. A plane, a new technology for the time, was brought in to spot him from the air, a sign of just how determined his pursuers were. Eventually, the pursuit ended. After a final, dramatic shootout on a frozen river, they found him. Alone, fallen in the snow, his weapon still near him. His body partially covered by ice. The final photograph was taken at a distance. There is no triumph in it, no relief, only a profound stillness. Even in death, he does not look real. Authorities tried to identify him. They examined his belongings, finding dental work that suggested he came from a city, but nothing more. Fingerprints were taken, records were searched. Newspapers printed his image across the continent. No match was ever found. No one came forward. No one claimed him. He lived without a name and died without one. Today, what remains of him exists only in photographs, frozen moments, damaged negatives. Images taken by people who never truly knew who they were looking at. The man never told his story. The land did not tell it either. All that survives is the feeling that someone was there, and then wasn't. Some people disappear without witnesses. Others disappear leaving only images behind, and sometimes, photographs remember more than history ever could.